Gasholder 8 is the jewel of King's Cross, in my opinion. We took it down in 2011. It's been refurbished in Yorkshire. It's taken about sort of a couple of years to do that. So taking back all the paint, doing any repair work we need to do on the actual structure itself, and then this year we're actually re-erecting it back on site in a slightly different location. In the 1960s, as we started getting gas from natural gas, the requirements for gas holders started to diminish, and so they've started to be decommissioned all over the country, and indeed the ones at King's Cross were decommissioned. And now we are using them for other exciting uses, such as Gasholder 8 here, which will have a big public park inside it so the public can walk through and enjoy the structure. The vital statistics of this particular gas holder is that it's 25 metres tall, so that's about 5 double-decker buses stacked on top of each other. It's 42 metres diameter, which is large, and one of the challenges of creating a usable space within that is actually making it sort of a human scale. So that's one of the things we're going to be working through for the future use of the gas holder. And when it was storing gas in its heyday, it stored 1.1 million cubic feet of gas, which is astronomically large. The challenge of moving and preserving the gas holder structure has been the fact that it looks very robust, but actually it's a very old structure. It's damaged from weather and time, and it has to be treated very carefully. So when we were taking it down and whilst we're putting it back up, each of the columns has to be very carefully supported in a number of locations so that not too much pressure or stress is put on any individual part or element. What we've also found is that when the gas holder was constructed, it was constructed of a number of parts, and they were all fixed internally inside the hollow columns, potentially fixed by small boys having to go inside the column and do them up. Well, of course, we can't do that now. So we've had to try and find new ways to put the gas holder back together to re-erect it. So this is where Gasholder 8 is going to be relocated as part of the re-erection works. One of the challenges in this location is the fact that it's so close to the Regents Canal. We've also got construction works going on for our other buildings, and also, quite importantly, there's some tunnels running underneath the site that are connected to King's Cross to St Pancras. So what we've had to do is work around the tunnels, making sure that the foundations for the new re-erection works don't interfere with the tunnels. So whereas perhaps we would have wanted to do some piling works, which is basically putting kind of long feet down into the ground, we're not able to do that because they would penetrate the tunnels and affect them. So we've had to dig down and build a big sort of raft ring beam foundation so that the columns can sit on that above the tunnels and not interfere with them. The gas holders are so iconic for King's Cross. The local people absolutely love them, and not only locals, you know, national and even international, because when people used to come in on the train lines, it was sort of the thing that you saw and associated with King's Cross. So it's a really important thing for us that we're putting them back. And for me personally, the joy of Gasholder 8 is that it will be a public park and anyone can come and wander through and enjoy the space. I definitely recommend for people to go into engineering. It's a creative industry as well as being ideal for people who love kind of problem solving, and I think the best thing for me in engineering is that you work in parts of big teams and you get lots of interaction with lots of intelligent people, and again you really get to see the fruits of your labour.